Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going. Not over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Fights through him, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Hurts. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's to Bowers once again. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Hurts sets up to throw it. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Joey Bosa buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A handoff, Barkley running left. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now Hurts changing up the play. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
At the 12-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Hurts. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Brock Bowers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. And they're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stinks.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been